Well, Microsoft. God, I just don't know what to say about these motherfuckers anymore. Microsoft, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why do y'all continue to lie and bullshit people? You know, lately, Microsoft hasn't released any sales numbers, right? We don't really know what the Xbox One has sold because they won't release the numbers. Meanwhile, Sony's been very vocal. 10 million PlayStation 4 sold. They're very proud of it. And that's what number one does. That's what the champion, the gold medalist. The gold medalist has no problem coming out and showing you his gold medal around his neck. He has no problem showing you his heavyweight championship. He has no problem showing you his first place trophy. I'm number one, goddammit, and I want the world to know that I'm number one. But when you're number three, when you're behind the Wii U, no, you never see the guy, hey, check out my bronze medal. I'm the bronze medalist. I'm the bronze medalist. Not a lot of bronze medalists give a shit. They don't come out and talk about how great they are because they got a bronze medal. And if they do, nobody gives a shit. Nobody's like, oh man, you're one of the best. You're a bronze fucking medalist. No, nobody cares. Only people care about number one. That's all they care about. And Sony, PlayStation 4 is the champion right now. They're in the lead, and the Xbox fanboys can't deal with it. And Microsoft damn sure can't deal with it because they won't release any sales numbers. They release shipped. Oh, we shipped 5 million. We shipped 5 million to stores, and they're still sitting in the stores because nobody wants that garbage. That console's trash, and you fucking know it deep down in your fucking heart. You know I'm right. That console's complete garbage. Now, Microsoft. I just read an article. I think his name's Aaron Greenberg or some shit. This motherfucker. They asked him. They said, why doesn't Microsoft release sales numbers? They used to. Why don't they do it anymore? This is what this motherfucker said. He said, well, it's summertime, and summertime's usually slow, so we're not really worried about it. We're focused on holiday. We're focused on... You really think anybody believes that bullshit coming out of your dumbass mouth? Just be honest. Just say, listen, we're getting our ass kicked. I mean, they're beating the shit out of us. Sony's not being, it hasn't been a slow summer for them, has it? It hasn't been slow at all for Sony. PlayStation 4 is selling just fine. You can't be using that excuse. Well, summer's slow. No, it's slow for you. It's slow for that piece of shit console that you put out. That weak, inferior product that you put out. Because you know what? We all know what you did. You thought that you had the lead. You thought that PlayStation was beaten to the ground. It would never come back. There's no way we could lose to PlayStation. That's what you thought. But here's the thing. Most people are like me. Most people aren't fanboys. They're just like me. And people like me buy the better product. We walk into a store and we look at the two products on the shelf. Xbox One, PlayStation 4. Okay, Wii U sitting there. Yeah, like anybody's buying that. I'd rather buy an Xbox One than that shit. But you look at the three things and you say, all right, well, first thing you look at is price. You want to know, well, that's $500 and that's $400 and Wii's like $300. Fuck the Wii, nobody cares. So you go, okay, well, maybe the $500 console's better. Maybe that $100 is worth spending. Then you get on Google, start Googling, start Googling, and you find out that the PlayStation 4, even though it's $100 cheaper, is better, more powerful system. And you go, well, I'm not going to buy the inferior product. I'm not going to pay $100 more for a weaker console. I'm going to buy the better system for $100 less. That's what I'm going to do. And that's what people did last November. That's what they've been doing, and that's what they continue to do. Even though the price has been dropped, people still go in there and they see two consoles, $400 a piece. And it's as simple as, well, the PlayStation 4 is more powerful. It's still more powerful. Microsoft, if you want to compete, if you want to get your sales numbers up, $299 needs to be your price point. You cannot compete with PlayStation. Your console is not strong enough. It is not powerful enough. Okay? Come on, man. Drop the price again. Drop it another $100. I mean, what is that? What is it? See, they think the Xbox name alone. People think Xbox is better, so they'll buy an Xbox. No. We're living in the information age, motherfucker. We can get on Google and we can figure out anything we want. We can type it into Google and find the answers. So people can find out what's the better system. And people have chosen PlayStation 4. 10 million sold, not shipped. Sold. Sold to actual human beings. Not sitting on a shelf somewhere. 5 million shipped. Let me tell you this. Anytime you hear a company come out and tell you, how many they shipped instead of how many they sold, you know right away that it's a failure. Right away, that's a sign of fucking failure. Give you an example. Last year, Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, we all remember Call of Duty. We all remember for the last couple of years, Call of Duty, they always come out and go, we sold this many in 24 hours. We made this much money, blah, 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 blah. Call of Duty Ghosts comes out, and guess what they do? They release shipped numbers. Here's how much we shipped in 24 hours, not how much we sold. Sign of failure. And we all know Call of Duty Ghosts is a failure. Arguably the worst Call of Duty in the franchise. A lot of people would say Black Ops 2, but I think Black Ops 2 is better. Better maps, definitely better maps. When the connection's right in Black Ops 2, it's a better game. Call of Duty Ghosts, the worst Call of Duty ever. Ever. And that is why the sales were low, and that is why they were giving you shipped numbers and not sold numbers. Do you understand how this works? That's what happens when you're failing. Nobody wants to be a failure. Nobody wants to come out and go, we fucking failed. So instead they try to bullshit you with, we shipped this much. And fanboys eat it up. They think shipped and sold's the same thing because they're fucking retarded and they didn't finish the 5th grade. And that's why you bought an Xbox, because you're stupid. You bought the wrong fucking console and you just have to fucking accept it unless you like Halo. If you're a big Halo fan, you bought the right console. But if you don't like Halo, you bought the wrong... Alright, maybe you're a big fan of Golden Girls. Maybe you love fucking Golden Girls. You love television. If you do, you bought the right console. But if you like playing games, then you should have bought a fucking PS4. I mean, come on, man. Come on. The verdict's in. PS4 is the way to go this generation. Nobody's buying an Xbox One. Nobody wants that shit. You just have to accept it, fanboys. It's just like the NBA Live fanboys. They have to accept that their product is inferior. Their product is number 2. Nobody fucking wants it. We're all moving on. Last generation, the Xbox 360 was the better console. Had the better games. For a while. And then they started focusing on Kinect. And right at the end, PlayStation took over. Right at the end, PS3 was the way to go. But for most part, it was Xbox 360. And now, it's the PlayStation 4. But don't worry, Xbox fanboys. There's always another generation. And whenever that generation comes, maybe Xbox will learn from their mistakes like Sony did. And they will correct them. And they will take the lead back. And if they have the better console next generation, that's the console I'll go with. You see how this works? I go with the best. I don't go with garbage. I don't go with trash. You have to accept it. Anyway. That's all I got to say about that. Aaron Greenberg, stop fucking bullshitting people. Just admit that the Xbox One ain't selling and it's a failure. Stop coming out, oh, it's the summertime and it's slow. Fuck off. It's slow. It's slow for your ass and nobody else. Anyway.